Hi, I am back with part 3 and this is me going to embellish my journal. I've done 2 videos on how I put it together, and this one now is how I'm going to decorate it. So I am going to do it this way so it's facing me, but as soon as I've done a page I'll turn it around so that you can see. Front page here is a printable, and I'm going to leave that blank for now. All the other pages have been heavily coffee stained, so I'm going to work with that now. So I've coffee stained some doilies and I've folded them in half, and I have been using little pieces to just to put like here and here, and then when I put the doily on, it attaches to it and it's got a little bit of support inside. I did see this on someone else's video, and I'm really sorry, I can't remember who it is, so it wasn't my idea. It was someone else's. So I'm going to use my Glossy Accents as it's quicker to dry, and you only need a little bit. I'm just going to glue down one side as close to the edge as possible, and I'm just going to kind of centre it. What you can see, centre that there. And I did have another piece, and I'm just going to put this one on the reverse side, just about here, and just hold that for a few seconds for it to take. Then I'm going to take my doily and I'm just going to cut my doily over the 2 pages so that it's on both sides, and just lightly run the Glossy Accents just as close to the centre as possible. Bring it over and just rub it down. That should be fine. I'm going to take it over and do exactly the same thing, I hope you can see, on the other side, and I hope you can hear me as well. And that just holds that there. Now I've cut out some scallop circles which I am going to distress just around the edges and on the fold, and I'm using some walnut stain. And what I'm going to do, this just kind of secures it down, the doily down a little bit more as well. Just put a little bit on, and then just kind of find the centre of the doily. So it's like so. I'm going to skip a few pages now. Maybe this centre one here. I'm going to use another doily, and I'm just going to make sure trim this down a little bit. And again, I'm going to do the doily at the bottom to create a bottom pocket. Sorry, I hope I'm in frame. So I just put that down here. Just rub it along. I mean, you can use any sort of glue. I do normally use this, but then sometimes you've got to leave the page a little bit before you can move on to another if it's still a bit tacky. Whereas the Glossy Accents works really quickly. Then I'm going to get my doily, do exactly what I did on the other, on this first one. So I'm just going to open it up. You can see if my hand's in the way. Open it up and run some Glossy Accents just along there, and then just fold it over and just give it a little rub. I did say I was going to show you round the right way. And I've got another scallop circle. These are all just scraps, but I did print off some of Marion Smith's printables. It's like the tags and ephemera, which I will be popping in here. So again, some Glossy Accents. Just need a tiny bit on there, you don't have to go OTT. And just kind of centre it, there we go. And the tags will just like pop in here. And while I'm at this, I'm just going to secure this here, as I haven't done that yet. And sometimes I just use these little clips to hold them down so that they take well. And whoops, and another one. I can see this process video thing taking longer than I expected. So I'll leave that signature for a minute, and then I'm just going to pop onto this one, and I'm going to work on this one again, just putting the doily on here. I'm just looking for some scrap. I thought I'd cut enough, but clearly not. Just any scraps. So I've just used this and just cut 2 strips. Just pop that on there. And again with the other one on the other side. Now these don't have to be perfect, these little bits, because they are being covered. Okay. And on this side, and I've got this scallop circle, which I'm just going to ink up and down the creases. Some glue. Just like to make sure that it kind of centres in the middle of the doily. Okay, and that's that one done. I can take that off now because that will have dried. And I think I will create a bottom pocket down here. So that's just popping that along there again. I must learn to edit and get all the boring parts, you know, do a fast forward on them. And just to, where did I put that there? I think I'd just rather spend the time crafting than try to figure it all out. And just pop that on there. A bit of adhesive. So you can hear all the traffic going by. It's a really quiet estate, and then a big lorry comes past and the whole place shakes. Okay, now I've got this scallop circle here. Again, ink it up. And just checking the time. My goodness, it's nearly at 10 minutes. You'll probably get fed up with all these. You know, I started off, oh, I might have to do 2 or 3. I'll probably end up doing about 6, because I would like to show you like everything I do on this. This needs gluing down because this is another pocket. Let me find the other piece. And along here, whoops, that's that done. Checking the time. Okay, so I'm going to come back to here, and what I'm going to do now is I've cut some banners and just going to ink them. Again, these are all scraps. It's a really good way to get rid of your scraps, making, you know, like little tiny embellishments and little banners and whatnot. So I'm just gonna, I only kind of glue the tops of mine even onto when I'm doing like over the top of, because it actually gives you, whoops, gives you an extra place to tuck something under. So let's just need to hold that for a sec. So what I'll do is I'll do the other one. Just got to ink that up. It's very warm here today. Very cloudy but very warm, so very muggy. And I'm in here with the door shut and I'm starting to feel extremely warm. So I'll probably be glad when I have to stop this to do the next part. I can go outside for a breather. Okay, so I'm layering this one on top of the other. So that's me done 2 banners. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to, should I put that down there? No, I'm going to put it on the top. And what I'm going to do, when I finish this, completed it, I'm going to give it away. So if you're interested in, if you like it by the time I've finished and you want it, all you have to do is leave a message on the final video, and it will be saying on the final video that this will be given away. So that's that. Just checking the time. I am now going to create a little pocket. Again, this is just using scraps, and this is from the romance novel. I've got loads of little scraps left. I'm going to have to buy another one of the A4 pads, because that I done so many projects with that and it is so nice to work with. It is really, really beautiful paper. So I've just created a little pocket there, and I'm going to create another little pocket. And I think I'll put that on that side. And with the Glossy Accents, it's best to use a wet glue when doing these little pockets like this, because then if you use tape, your tags get stuck inside. Found that one out, and that can be a pain in the bottom. Checking the time. Right, I'm at 14.5 minutes, so I'm going to go and I'm going to come back with a video 4. I am sorry this is taking longer than I expected, but hopefully you will learn something from it and enjoy the end result. So I'll be back soon.